Hi Leo, this is your girl Venus Archangel here with another love reading for you guys. I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and all your awesome comments. You know I love you guys commenting, okay? Royalty! And let's go ahead and get started with your reading, y'all. Y'all are just not sure if this relationship is worth your time or your energy right now, okay? Y'all investing a lot of time and energy, like I just said, and you guys are not interested, or not necessarily interested, but you're not sure. You're not sure if this is what it's, you know, all that's cracked up to be. And you have your heart and, you know, your cup of love ready to kind of go after and, you know, give someone this love here. You guys could be dealing with Pisces, Cancer. Sorry, but yeah, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, yeah. But you're also focusing on your heart's desire, and you don't know if your heart's desire is going to be within this relationship or within this amount of work. You have the Page of Cups too, so you definitely, your heart's desire is definitely a factor. It's just depends on whether it's being led, you're being led towards your heart's desire or not. Okay. Now, your current situation, your state of being, is the Ten of Swords. So yeah, some situations, some stuff went down. And it was not pretty. It wasn't pretty. A lot of people got hurt. A lot of people got upset. There was an ending of a situation. Not necessarily a relationship. Some of you guys could have broken it with somebody. But at the same time, I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think there was just some sort of argument or some sort of disagreement or something that in regards to something in your relationship. And it just it just went to crap. It really went to crap. But the thing here is, which is really good about this card, is that the worst is over. You can't get worse than this. You cannot get worse from this. Okay, so whatever happened, that's done. Okay, it is what it is. Now it's all about the recovery phase. It's all about what you do after this Ten of Swords situation. That's what's going to kind of, you know, determine the status or the life of the relationship at that point. You know what I'm saying? Where you guys want to be in your life, where you guys want to go, what is your heart's desire? It's the Two of Cups. Y'all want to feel in love. Y'all want to feel in love. Y'all want to be in love. Y'all want to connect with the person that you're with. You want someone to feel the same way about you too. So, I mean, I feel like this is a really good goal, and it's totally fair enough considering this is your love life. You want to connect with someone that feels most of the same way about you. But the thing that's keeping you from getting there is the King of Pentacles. Now, kings are fixed signs. Leo, you're a fixed sign. And it's saying that you're thinking about money, you're thinking about work, you're thinking about practical stuff, you're thinking about stability, you're thinking about family. A lot of your situations has a lot to do with pentacle stuff, pentacle oriented stuff. So are you focusing too much on finances right now, on your career? Because your relationship is taking a toll at this moment. Yeah. And I feel like there's a lot of emphasis on finances or, you know, things like that. But you're not grounded either. I feel like you're not feeling very grounded, and you're not necessarily, you know, feeling connected to the earth at this time. And the reason why I say that is because the reason why the King of Pentacles is there is the Fool. Something started new, something started fresh. And maybe you had to take up a job that would require you to, take up a job because you wanted to feel more stable. You wanted to have more confidence financially. You want to have more moolah. But then you also wanted to be that stable ground for that person. You want to make sure that they're good and you're good. But at the same time, you don't know if this relationship is going to stand the test of time if you can't pick up a good job, right? If you have to do extra stuff and the relationship is tanking because you're busy, what kind of relationship is that, right? But if your work is overpowering or pretty much putting a nice gigantic shadow over your relationship, then it might be time to kind of figure out why the dynamic of the situation, why the dynamic of your work is so much more important than your relationship. You gotta be very careful with that. Now, let me go ahead and quickly clarify the King of Pentacles, because for some of you guys could be dealing with a Cancer, Virgo, or a Taurus even. Let me just see. Why is the King of Pentacles there? Or what else can you tell us about the King of Pentacles? Or what can you tell us about the King of Pentacles is the reason why the King of Pentacles is blocking? The 8, yeah. Some of you guys could have started a new job. Y'all could have started something new in regards to work. But that's what's kind of keeping you from, recovering from the relationship, getting you a connection that is emotionally fulfilled, like emotionally, involved. It's because you're thinking too much about the practical. You're really focusing on work right now, Leo. Work is, it's going to be a little bit. It's a little too much right now, I feel. You really want to make sure that the dynamic in the relationship, the balance in the relationship is really evened out. You're very stable, a very stable person. You're really down to earth, okay? But you don't need a job to prove that. And if you feel like you're lacking in funds, and the situation had a lot to do with funds, there needs to be a conversation about how you guys feel. Because I'm going to tell you right now, this entire reading is all pentacles except for four cards. Now, your advice to overcome this sort of financial issue, this focusing on the finances, because y'all really focus too much on work right now. Y'all seriously focus too much on work. Is you got the Queen of Pentacles now. Now, it's not just you that's focusing on work, but it's your partner too. Y'all are not connecting at all. Y'all just too busy just doing your due and just getting some cash. But it's like, okay, you guys could do that, but if you guys don't have much of a dent, you guys are not connecting, then of course. And I feel like, Leo, you do want this connection, right? But you're busy with work, you're busy with your career, and so is your partner. Because here you go with the Queen of Pentacles. But it's also talking about spending quality time and really spending, a lot of effort together. And trying to change the dynamic with the amount of financial responsibility that you both have on your shoulders, I guess. Spending time together is important. Like, Pentacles is time too, What else can we tell Leo in regards to the Queen of Pentacles? Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah. Start something fun. Get a little passionate. Because everything's work-oriented. Everything is work-driven. It's time to have more fun, y'all. It's time to have more fun. And you can do that by getting your partner involved. And I don't know if your partner is like, no, I need to do my work. There needs to be a weekend where y'all don't do nothing but just have fun. Shoot, go on vacation. If you guys are working as hard as you are working, work a little bit more, just a little bit more, okay? But then take a vacation. And then really enjoy yourself and have all of your attention to yourselves. If you guys are always kind of half and half with with spending time together, like someone's always like slightly waiting for the call to ring from work or whatever, then that's not spending time with each other. You want to give 100% of yourself. And I think that's what you guys want in the future. You guys want to spend 100% of yourself. You realize that you can do the work, but where's the relationship? Because you're not just going to... Because the King of Pentacles, he don't just make money just to make money unless he's not in his light. He makes money to make sure that his family and everything is good and stable, so that way he can, because he's a family man. At the end of the day, he may be a businessman, but he also is a sucker for family. He's a sucker for quality time. He is the softest man in the world, okay? He or she, okay? I'm not Leos. You can be male or female, okay? When it comes up to this, but these are family people, family-oriented people, and they love to be around people they love, and they want their people that they love to be comfortable, and that's what they do that for. That's what they work for. That's what they do. But it can get a little bit crazy when they're just focusing so much on work that they forget to spend time with their family. And that's what they really wanted to do anyway. They want enough money to feel stable and comfortable to spend time with their family without having any financial any capital kind of craziness happen to them. But you have to be aware that, stability doesn't come from finances. It comes from spending time together. Stability comes from interpersonal personal relations and actions. And and spending time together, getting to know the person, really taking a look at their value. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you don't do this, Leo. I mean, so for some of you probably are not doing that right now because you're so focused on work, and you don't really know how to get that kind of chemistry back in a relationship. So I'm telling you now, finances need to be just kind of just chilled out right now. Work is just too much right now. If you want something like that, the work needs to kind of needs to have a better balance right now because it's just totally not working. But how you feel is good in regards to your finances. 9 of Pentacles, you're feeling rich. That's good. You feel very confident. Know that you're the breadwinner. I mean, that's true. You know, you guys are the Leos, right? Of course, you can, bring in that though. You guys are feeling really comfortable in where you are in regards to your gilded cage. But at the same time, y'all, this Nine of Pentacles is also indicating here that this person, the person in your relationship is providing you with a lot of money, but not a lot of love, not a lot of connection. And that's lonely and that's boring. Yes, you can be feeling very independent and very, ooh, this is great, and lavished, but you're lavished in goods, and you don't have your partner around you, and it's like, I didn't get in a relationship to be a gold digger. I didn't get in a relationship to have all these wonderful things. I could do that myself. You wanted your partner. This is why the two of Cups is in your hopes and fears. You didn't do this stuff for work. You didn't do this stuff for lavish goods or luxury or or pampering. Like, you didn't do that. I mean, it's a nice bonus, not gonna lie to you, but you didn't do it for that. You did it for love. You went into this relationship for love. So yeah, you're gonna be the Seven of Pentacles because you're like, I don't know if I'm doing all this work for nothing. I mean, am I getting this job just to kind of come home and be like, all right, I'm pooped, I'm tired, I don't really want to spend time with you because everything is just all about money. I can understand the Seven of Pentacles, but it's a thing. Your partner is doing the same thing you're doing. That's why the crowning energy is like that. That's why the advice is like that. Your situation is very similar. Both of you guys are both seen as the King and Queen of Pentacles. Male or female, it don't matter. Or, same-sex couples, it doesn't matter. You guys are all focusing on your work right now. And that is what's going to kind of get in the way of you guys really spending quality time together. So it's time to really figure out what is grounding for you both, and spending time together, being very nurturing and very loving to each other, and giving each other a little bit of patience, because of course you guys are trying to get back into the lingo of being together and being in a relationship, being together, not working all the time. And your hopes and fears is pretty much showing that you want to start something really stable and wonderful and secure with this person. Stable and secure. You don't care about the financial aspect of it. I think you of course, everybody wants financial stability, but that's not the problem. You want emotional stability. You want something that's going to make sure that make you feel safe when you're feeling vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? You want a long-term relationship that truly has stable qualities emotionally, not financially, not so much financially. Okay. You want to feel supported. You want to feel loved, and you want all that in this time and all this work. But you got to put the work in the right spot. You have to look at what your heart is saying, what your heart is trying to guide you towards. And if you're not focused on career right now, then your partner is. But you have to kind of speak your mind and speak your truth and communicate what you need in the relationship. You have to communicate that. There's no communication cards in here either. That's a big red flag of the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups from underneath the Knight of Cups. You have to communicate what you need. You have to communicate what you want in the relationship, what your heart is desiring. Because if you don't communicate that, then how's the person going to know? That's why the advice is also the Queen of Pentacles, because there's not a lot of communication going on. Y'all focusing on your careers or whatever. Either you're focusing on your career or they're focusing on their career, but nobody's saying anything. Everybody's just getting pissed off with each other and nobody's saying anything. Well, make sure that you're saying what you need to say first before you just jump to the conclusion that nobody really wants to spend time with each other. And if they're just completely ignoring you, then that still gives you an option. It still gives you like, okay, all right, well, you know what? This person's not going to give me what I need in the relationship. They're just thinking that money is going to just solve everything when it doesn't. So you have the opportunity to figure out what you're going to do after that, because they're not going to listen. They ain't going to listen. They're not going to do nothing. So what you going to do, right? They just going to have to lose out. They're going to have to just miss out. They're going to have to do something. They're going to have, you're going to have to do whatever you have to do for yourself. And I know you have no problem doing that, but at the same time, like, it's okay to get reassurance as well. Like, okay, well, if I'm being ignored right now, then bye. I'm worth more. I need more from you other than the money. I don't need money from you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Great, it's your breadwinner. That's not going to freaking make sure the relationship is intact. So if this isn't you, this is your partner, then that's what's going on too. You have to communicate that. There's not a lot of communication right now. It's not a lot of communication. And I think maybe because there was some sort of argument or some sort of thing that kind of happened in the past that really was devastating, the worst being over or whatever, that's what separated you guys in the first place. I feel like that situation just kind of split you all apart, and it's just like you focus on your thing, he or she works on his thing or whatever their thing, and just they mind their own business, and they come together, they spend time together, pretty much to go to sleep and then go back to work the next morning. If it's that kind of repetition and it's just like then right now there needs to be communication. There needs to be talking about what's going on. If you're not seeing the connection that you're looking for with the Two of Cups in your goal, then you have to come from a place of lovingness. You have to be more open. You have to be more ready to give love. And that is what your outcome is showing. You're going to be more in love, but you're also going to probably feel a lot more vulnerable. You know that this person is safe to be around. And that's why the Queen of Cups comes up. And I feel like this person is going to become more softer with you as well. I think you're working with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio as well, like I was saying earlier. If that's not the case, then you have qualities here where this person is very good at being grounded, very good at managing things, and they really have a very stable and very stable aspect about themselves. It's just unbelievable. They balance your fire out really well. Like they don't just, because I know you express and you do things like this or whatever, but they also kind of hold you down and like, hey, I got you while you're doing that. So you don't ever like end up snapping your back or whatever, right? Kind of craziness, I know. Crazy examples, I know. But they hold you down to kind of make sure you don't like fly off the handle and kind of do whatever. And I'm not saying that you guys have the potential to do that, but they're like that calm, you know? Well, you're that eccentric and excitement and that fire and that fireworks. You're like fireworks, and they are the environment, they're the air that kind of holds you still, that holds that beautiful image still, okay? Instead of making it like a spastic mess and cause seizures, you know what I mean? But I feel like in your outcome with the Queen of Cups, you will have more love. I feel like you guys will be more in love, but you have to recognize the situation and communicate what it is that you need, okay? The advice of the Queen of Pentacles, and it's not to remain silent and do your work, but now it's time to put the effort into domestic situation, your domestic situation. For those of you that moved in together, if it's not the case, putting the effort in a more relationship aspect area, okay? Okay, it's time to make that, make it happen. Be more, try to work on bringing excitement back, you know what I'm saying, with your partner, because you both are really focusing on the finances right now. Now, for your romance angels, you have finance and career, and it says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So either you guys are broke or you guys have a ton of money and you guys are not connecting either. It's still the dynamic of that, okay? For those of you that want that connection to feel good, you guys to feel good about each other and reconnect and to enjoy the relationship, yeah, maybe you guys have to work on, maybe you do have to work a little bit more on your finances and really work on your career, because there's some financial stuff that's unstable. That could dynamic too, but don't let that overcome your relationship. There's still aspects that need to be addressed in all relationships. Financial, there's emotional, there's truth, right? And then you have that passion and creativity, that drive for each other, that drive that really gets the energy pumping. If you can do that, you handle all those in the relationship, then you're solid. But never one thing needs to be hardcore focused on, okay? It's always the whole thing, everything. As long as it's maintained, you're good to go. And then you have, for your wisdom of the oracle, why. So why are you guys all focused on work so much? It's always getting to the bottom of it. Don't ever come into a situation critical, right? You don't want to do that. You don't want to, and I know you're a fixed sign. Me telling you what to do is like literally the worst thing I could ever do in regards to helping you guys. Because y'all, like, when it comes to me telling you what to do, you're like, look, don't tell me what to do. And I'm like, fair enough. The best advice to go forward in your love life is to get to the core reason why everybody's focused on their finances. If you can do that, then you will find that relationship that you look for again. You will find that connection that you look for again. That spark, that romantic union again. But you don't have to do anything. It's best advised to look at why everybody's focusing on work. Why? Get to the really nitty gritty of it. Get down to the absolute detail of it. Okay? Get down to the absolute core of the situation. Because then you'll find that maybe people needed some nurturing all this time because they were feeling vulnerable. Maybe the partner was working so hard and so much because they felt so vulnerable in their emotions that they felt like that work was the only thing that was stabling them and keeping them sane. And they didn't know if you would accept them because of how much they felt so emotionally just crazy. And it's Pisces season too. Pisces season makes you crazy. So especially if you had a partner that was an earth sign, I mean, they would do pretty well. And they wouldn't do too well, actually. They would just be focusing on work anyway because their emotions would be like, air signs too. I mean, this applies to anybody. I don't know who your partner is. It could be an air sign, it could be anybody. But the whole purpose is they're focusing on work. They're focusing on finances. They're focusing on stability in a material sense. But it all comes down to a root cause. And that root cause is something in regards to their vulnerability and their emotions. And how they just may be feeling vulnerable and they need comfort and they need love. All right? So if you can get down to the bottom of it, guys, you will have... things will be looking up. Things will be looking up. Things will be all right. This is a new relationship. This is starting new. You guys are starting fresh all over again. This is Aries season. This is a new year. You guys can make this relationship work as long as you have patience for each other. Okay? And patience for yourself. Don't blame yourself for this mess. Don't blame the other person for this. There's no one's fault. Right now, it's just time to really figure out. It's time to recover. That's what the Ten of Swords is, the state of being. It's all about recovery now. Let's recover. Let's get things back up and rolling. Let's get things back in order. Pretty much. The worst is over. Remember that. Alright, Leo. I'm gonna let y'all go. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all your comments and stuff again. And if you guys are interested in supporting the channel, my Patreon account is in the description box below. Please become a Patreon. You guys get early access to all my videos like a week ahead. So with all that said, y'all, love you so much, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye, Leo.